How does it feel to hand the ball off to Jerome and watch him run 75 yards for a touchdown?
Yeah, coming in, this week after the game plan, obviously, we knew that we were going to be in a lot of 3 down. We were going to trust in our big men up front. Our big men did a great job on both sides of the ball, moving the line of scrimmage, and really that's where we obviously pride ourselves on as a team, to be an O-line, D-line driven program. They really stepped up for us and made us really easy to get in progression and get going.
Are there, whether it's a 3-man front or something, are there plays where you're like, if we block right, this one can go, or is it almost like an any given play situation?
Any given play, if we can execute, that play is gonna be exciting. That's for sure.
Talk about your relationship with Alec Pierce. Coming this far now, this is his 3rd straight game of 100+ yards. Talk about the connection you guys have going in forward.
Yeah, no, me and AP have a great connection. Ever since he's got here, he came in with Ben Bryan, and me and Ben were good friends, and off the field we just always were together. We were together out golfing, and together just working out every time. So we've kind of had the connection ever since he's been here. He's a guy I've trusted that I know can go up and just go get the ball when you throw it up, and we've just had a great connection over the past years, and it's just shown up in games.
Is there something defenses are doing, covering him differently recently, that's allowing you to find him more?
No, today, we just gave him a couple early hitches, and then there were a couple hole shots in there. The hole shot on the first play, and then there was another one down on their sideline later. So, just find a way to get him the ball. Yeah.
How cool to see, after all he's been through, Chuck break one out and take it to the house. Jerome said it's like Forrest Gump breaking off in races.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for Chuck. He's put in so much work, and then every time, it's his time to go, and just something had happened. So, we're just blessed to have Chuck with us. And, his presence is definitely felt out there on the field. And he's just worked his butt off to get back to where he needs to be, to get back to 100%. And, we're just glad he trusts himself, and we definitely trust him.
Did you feel it was coming?
Oh, yeah. Hey, it was just only a matter of time. And, those are the ones that you hand off, and then you can just see him squirt and then get up through, and those are fun.
Tyler had a great run after the catch. Can you talk about what you saw from him and the move he made at the 10-yard line?
Yeah, so that play call was designed to go to AP or LT into the boundary, and they played more like a cover 3 look, and dropped that dollar safety all the way in, all the way out for the post. So I came back to the field for access, and he was wide open coming out of the break. Gave him a ball, and he made a man miss. And honestly, I kind of saw him right kind of towards the collision, and I kind of started to look for the next play, for the next signal, and the next I hear him break off and go, and I was like, man, go for him. That's great.
Feel good to have Nip at night back?
Oh, it felt great. Huge shout out to all the fans that came out tonight. I know we were sitting right there on the bleacher, and it was early, and you could see people walking across the bridge, but then you would look around and there'd be no seats, and so you're like, where are all these people gonna go? And no, they were great. Noise was rocking. Student section was great. We were loving it.
How important has fan energy been for you this season?
Oh, it's been huge, especially coming off COVID season, where we got a good amount of fans right towards the end of the season. But early in the season there were no fans, so just having that energy, getting back going, it makes it a lot easier for the team, even when you might be in a down spot. You just hear your fans behind you. It helps.
Coach Fickle's talked a lot about that complete game, all 4 quarters. Obviously a big win last week, but was tonight maybe as close as you've come to putting together 4 consistent quarters?
In the first 5 games, for sure. There's still a lot of things we can work on, still a lot of things we can get better. But I feel like, from start to finish, from old guys to young guys, everyone came in, did their job, knew their role, and we came out with a win. So you got to look at it as a positive. But also in the end, I think we're going to come back, we're going to watch this film, and there's going to be a lot of things that we left out there and that we can, improve on.
What's it feel like going through a third quarter like that, where it feels like everything went your way?
Feels good. Feels like that's everything we worked on. Coach Fick talked about earlier in the week, make sure that we come out here, start fast, and really finish the whole game and stay consistent through. I feel like we did a great job of doing that. And, it feels good when you play good.
When you are on the sideline and get the chance, Desmond, how much enjoyment do you get out of watching your defense?
A huge enjoyment. It makes my life a lot easier. to know that we have, a great 11 guys out there to 20 guys who can rotate in, that is going to lock things down. So it's just fun when I do get to watch them, to really just see them wreak havoc in what they do.
We only get to watch you once a week at practice, but you were really spinning it Tuesday. You obviously had a couple of good games. Do you feel like this is the best you've ever thrown the ball?
Yeah, I felt good. I think the EQ guys did a good job of scrubbing the balls too, so that they were feeling really good to throw. So yeah, but
1-0 in conference play. I mean, a win is great, but how important was it to get off to a great start inside the conference?
it's huge for us. That's just 1-0. A lot of people look at 5-0. For us, we're 1-0 right now. Going into conference play. So, like I said before, we're gonna take it week by week. Go here and prepare for another big game, another home game that we got against UCF. They're gonna come in here hungry. So, we're just gonna prepare like we do every week and come out here and play a good game.
Coach said he's not thinking about style points. Are you thinking about style points at all in these games?
No, and I don't think anything out there was style points. I think everything out there was just execution. That's just what you're expected to do when you come out and execute and play the game you're supposed to play. So I wouldn't say style points is a thing or a big thing. If you execute, you execute. That's all there is to it.
But is it satisfying that when, this is the game of the night? I mean, every fan's watching this one. Is it nice to put a performance out there on both sides of the ball? Is that impressive?
Yeah, for sure. And, sometimes earlier in the hotel, we were sitting thinking on what would be a Friday night for us if we played on Saturday. We'd be at a hotel, on the projector, and there'd be a game going on. We're like, man, everyone's like really watching us right now. And so it's good to go out there and put on a complete game, whether no one's watching or whether the whole world's watching.